Toynado!
Welcome to Toy Tornado, the show where two friends take a look back on toys of our childhood and say, hey, wasn't that neat?
Wasn't that cool?
My name's Anthony, and with me in the control panel is Pete. Hey Pete.
Hey. Hey Anthony, out of the old Ninja Turtle toys, what do you think is the most underrated toy?
Ooh, I know this. Usagi Yojimbo, Ace Duck, General Trag.
I give you Leatherhead,
Okay, I'm with you there, Pete. That was one of the favourite ones that I had as a kid too.
the Swamp Stompin' Ragin' Gator. He is one of my favourites and I love him to death. Now, we have talked about how on the back of the action figures they had portrait cards about the characters. And although I don't own one for Leatherhead, I did look it up and I thought I might read a little section for it because it just made me laugh. So, while scum sulking through the green slimy depths of the rank Florida swamp, a garden variety gator swam through a streak of orange mutagen. Faster than snap, crackle, and crunch, this grinning gator mutated into Leatherhead, the biggest, meanest reptile ever to hit the circuit.
Pete, if you want file cards, you only have to ask. Would you like the accessories as well?
Does a turtle fight with honor? Hell yes, I want them. Now, biggest and meanest. It's quite funny when you do a comparison of the size of the figures. So here we go. Let's see the biggest and meanest compared to, I don't know, let's say Michelangelo.
He may be tiny, but he makes up for it with a big attitude.
He's just an itty bitty little guy. Hey, buddy. Itty bitty. Little. But that joke aside, he was really one of my favourites to play with. And here's why. Look at the crazy detail he had. I'm hoping these still images give it justice, but he was such a detailed figure.
You're right about the detail, Pete. I love that there's a dagger strapped to his arm, and he's got all the patches on his knees, and the other knees ripped through, and on his little belts, he's got like crayfish and turtles. I do have a question though. What the heck is with those eyebrows? They're bright blonde and the same colour as his vest.
I don't know. Maybe under that hat he's got luscious golden locks that match his eyebrows.
I find that an especially weird detail because in the Archie comics he didn't have eyebrows, in the original Mirage comics he didn't have eyebrows, and I'm fairly certain that in the cartoon he did not have eyebrows.
So Leatherhead's accessories was the turtle trap, the Ragin' Cajun's own trusty, rusty Jaws of Doom.
As a kid, I loved that turtle trap. It was a fantastic accessory that could obviously use it with him, but more often than not, I had a foot soldier throw it out to trap one of the turtles. Usually Raphael. He was my least favourite.
Yeah, Leonardo was my least favourite. What a kiss ass to Splinter. Okay, we might as well get this question out of the way. On a count of three, we'll say who our favourite Ninja Turtle was. 1, 2, 3.
Donnie all the way.
Donatello! Hell yeah! Phew. I'm glad we can agree on that. Alright, let's go back to the weapons. The Swamp Gun. These Bio Buster peppers turtles with red hot lead. And to top it off, he had a jumbo gumbo belt. Holds all the fixins for a finger-licking turtle and crayfish feast.
Okay, so if we look at him, he's got some really cool articulation figures. Probably the best is his jaw that opens and closes so he can take a bite out of the turtles.
I'd always wish they designed Leatherhead's jaw to open up wider so he could actually fit a Ninja Turtle's head in there.
He's also got his long tail, which rotates so you can smack those turtles down when you're playing. He also has his shoulder joints so he can lift his shotgun up and take aim at turtles or foot soldiers, whoever comes past him. And of course his hip joints, which I of course would never ever replace his legs with somebody's legs that make him just that slight bit taller.
Glad to hear. We talked about this in our first recording with the Slash Ninja Turtle action figure.
So Leatherhead first appears in the comic books in Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue 6, which is the original run of the Eastman and Laird comics. He's then shown through a lot of the media at different points in time. In the Archie comics, he is a man who is cursed by a witch to be turned into an alligator. In the original animated series, he is an alligator that swims through mutagen after a failed mission from Shredder and Krang, which also mutates 4 frogs, the punk frogs. He again turns up in the Nickelodeon cartoon of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and is a great friend of Mikey. The only one he seems to actually be a villain in is the original animated series. And no, Pete, I don't have his first appearance. I'm good, but I'm not that good.
You may not be this good this time round, but I am fantastic. Because I have in my hot little hand, in my own small Ninja Turtle collection, the Archie Adventure Series number 6, where Leatherhead is introduced, and I have number 13, where you see him as a wrestler. Yeah!
He also comes back at some point and is a member of the Mighty Mutanimals with Mondo Gecko and Ray Fillet.
Yeah, I must admit, my collection ends pretty much when the wrestling happens with Leatherhead. And to flick through the comic pages, we can see that indeed Leatherhead does have eyebrows. Okay, guys, thank you for listening. Again, like, subscribe, share with your friends. We have 15 subscribers. Thank you, everyone, for being part of this. Okay, bye.